guys, we are in a totally different setup. I'm actually at my friend's apartment here in New York City. This is where I'm staying for the second week that I'm here in New York. And I thought I would just do like a quick get ready with me. I feel like my camera's crooked. So I think my camera's crooked. I think the lighting is really off, but we're just gonna go with it. We'll make this a real casual and quick get ready with me. In my last live stream, I talked about some things that I purchased and I thought I could use that with you today. So I am actually getting ready to go meet Alicia, Miss Kinky Sweat. I am so excited. I'm glad that we could actually meet up because my schedule's been kind of crazy. Her schedule's crazy, and I feel like it's just the New York City effect. Like everything just gets like super chaotic. But where I'm staying is close to where she works. So anyway, we're able to kind of squeeze a lunch in. So I'm just gonna try and make myself a little bit more presentable for Miss Alicia because I'm looking a little haggard. I just feel like, you know, I haven't been home and that's just sort of what happens. So anyway, I'm going to start with this Sicily tinted sunscreen cream. You guys know how much I love this. And I decided to pack this one. And this is basically the only, oh no, I'm lying. I did pack another foundation, and I brought both of these because they have SPF, and I know in New York I'm out and about much more. Although the sun is not quite as strong as it is in Vegas, I'm just outside more. So I wanted to make sure I brought some sunscreen. I'm just going to start by squeezing some out onto the back of my hand, and you really need just like the littlest bit of this. I don't even have a mirror set out here, so I'm using the viewfinder as a mirror. Oh boy, Alicia's gonna be like, what's on your face? I'm using my Juno & Co sponge. I'm just gonna blend that in. If I get creepily close to you, again, it's because I'm using this viewfinder as a mirror. I need to find a mirror. Usually I travel with my Reiki, it's like the Glamcore Reiki, what do they call it? Reiki Skinny mirror? I've done a video on it. I usually travel with that. I just didn't feel like packing it this time. I don't know why. And now I'm really regretting it. I really should have packed that guy. It's so, so nice. In fact, I will leave a link up here to my review video of that because I do think it's great. And I have had it now for, I guess, like more than a year, I think. Yeah, maybe almost 2 years. And I love it. I really love it. Okay, I found a mirror. I did actually bring this Chanel palette along. This is that little black palette in Beige Clair 150. And this has actually been very, very handy. This is one of the things I packed that I do not regret packing. I'm so glad that I did. So next I'm gonna use my Sisley Fito Lumiere pen. I have it in the shade number 2 and love this. This is a great, very light kind of concealer. It's more of like a brightening, highlighting pen, and I really love it. I absolutely love it in the summertime. It just kind of goes with like the light kind of makeup feel that I'm always trying to go for in the summertime. And it gives me just enough coverage where I feel like I'm okay. You know, I feel like I'm presentable. It doesn't really completely like blank out any discoloration I have around my eyes, but it does a good enough job. So I think I am gonna stick mainly with cream products because the powder that I brought to set everything down is the Guerlain Terracotta powder. This powder, it travels beautifully, and I pretty much brought this because I had a wedding to go to last Sunday, and this has a pretty full coverage kind of like look to it. Very, very kind of like perfecting kind of look to this powder, and so I wanted that for the wedding, but I don't want that today, and this is the only loose powder I packed, unfortunately. And when I don't put loose powder down on my face, I tend to kind of stay away from powder products. I may use some, but I think I'll try and stick to cream products. But anyway, I'm gonna use the RMS Buriti bronzer. This is something I hauled in my live stream, and this was something that you guys really, really highly recommended to me. I was talking about the Kier Weiss bronzer, which I love, and so many of you were like, no, get this one. So I picked this up, and that's what it looks like. It seems to have a really lovely sheen to it. So I'm just gonna use my finger. I don't know what's happening. I feel like someone's hammering. Hopefully it's gone. Anyway, I apologize for any noise. I'm in a typical New York City apartment right now. Anyway, there's a lot of noise. So I'm just gonna tap some where I would bronzer. This is a very cool undertone. I wonder if you guys can see that in this crappy lighting, but it almost looks kind of purpley. What an interesting shade. That is not what I expected. I thought it was gonna end up looking like really warm on my skin tone. I don't know what I was seeing actually in the pot. Oh my God, now there's like full on construction going on. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys can't hear this. Anyway, but it comes off much more purpley on my skin tone. Interesting. God, that blends in so nicely. I'm going to move on to some blush. I did bring my Clé de Peau cream blush in number 4, and since I've been using the Chanel blush in here, I thought I would change it up and use this one. This is such a beautiful blush. The color is so great. It's probably their most neutral shade, and the formula is amazing, and I just love it. It stays on all day. It has just a hint of sheen to it. It's really pretty. You know what I wish I brought? I wish I brought that Chanel Balm Essentiel. It's the sculpting one, which is more of like a highlighter stick. That would have been perfect, and a great like travel size, and the fact that it's a stick and everything, that would have been awesome. I have to make a mental note of that. That is a great like travel one. I don't know, whenever I travel, I like to wear really light makeup, so that would go with my mood as well as it being a really nice travel piece. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and use the highlighter in this Chanel palette. I've been using all of the products in here quite a bit. All right, let me go ahead and throw on some eyebrows here. I've got my Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel in Espresso, my favorite, and many of you are recommending the brand new color Granite for me, and I just want to get through some more of these because I have quite a few backups of this. And when my sales associate at the Tom Ford counter at Neiman Marcus said that they were discontinuing this, I think maybe, I don't know, I think maybe there was the possibility, but I think also they were kind of like relaunching all of their brow products. They came out with like a new brow pencil or whatever. And so I think maybe there was a little bit of miscommunication in that. Maybe it's been reformulated. I really don't know. I haven't purchased any, again, because I have so many backups, but I haven't purchased any since they came out with the new colors. So I don't know if they've been maybe reformulated, but I do recall being told that these were being discontinued, and for a long time they were out of stock everywhere. So I don't know. I'm really tempted to get one of the new ones just to see if the formula is any different. I would be very upset. I think this formula is great. I think it would be really difficult to improve upon this formula, but you never know. You never know. So anyway, that is the Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel. I have a couple of new eyeshadows from Chanel. I got that single gold shadow. I don't think I'll use that today. That's a lot of fever for lunch. But I did get the Illusion d'Ombre in Mirage, and this could be really lovely, especially if I paired it with the new Viseart Neutral Mattes 2. So I think I'll use like a combination of these two. All right, and when it comes to like cream shadows and powder shadows, I never know what to put down first and in what order. I think I'm gonna start with the Neutral Mattes 2. I'm gonna start there, and maybe I'll just tap some of this on because this does have quite a bit of like a sparkly glint to it, and I would hate to cover it up with like a matte shadow. So we'll start with the Neutral Mattes, and absolutely nothing has changed. I'm still looking around for brushes. What did I do with them? So I did bring my Trish McEvoy set. This is the one, when did this come out? Maybe over the holidays. And so I did bring this. I threw in like a Sonia G, and then I threw in my Chikuhodo travel set. And this has been great. I feel like, of course, if I was home and I had more brushes at my disposal, I would need, quote unquote, need so many more brushes, but this has been pretty good. So I have the Sonia G Blender Pro brush. I have this Trish McEvoy brush. This is the number 30 eye blender brush. So this is like a flat shader. And then I have this one from Chikuhodo. And if I want to use a shadow as a liner, I have the Trish McEvoy Soft Eyelining and Brow Brush. There's no number to this one, but this is just a flat angled brush. So these 4 eye brushes are the only ones that I've brought with me, and it's been fine. It's been fine. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this shade, this one in the upper right-hand corner here, and then use my Sonia G Blender Pro brush. And I'm going to, well, first of all, see how deep this color is. I have no idea. I haven't used this palette yet. Oh, nice. Well, that looks lovely. Fizzy art shadows really are just so easy to work with. They just blend out beautifully. With their mattes, I don't experience any fallout. They just work so well. Next, I'm going to take my Beautylist Chikuhodo travel brush, and I'm going to go into the shade right underneath here and just add a little bit of dimension to the outer corner. And I'm going to take my Sonia G brush again and just use that to blend. Okay, and since we're just doing like a lunchtime look, I'm gonna stop there with the Fizzy Art palette and move over to the Chanel cream shadow here. So this is Mirage. And I'm just gonna use my finger and tap that onto my lid. That has just a hint of micro glitter. It has just a hint of shimmer. It's really pretty. But it's a fairly neutral brown, like it doesn't pull like too bronzy or too copper or anything, but there also isn't too much of like a yellow gold underneath. It's really nice. And then next I'm just going to take this eyeliner eyebrow brush from Trish McAvoy and go into this deep brown color here. I thought maybe I'll use the blue. I don't know. Is that getting too crazy? You know what? I'm going to go between these two, actually. I'm going to go between these two shades and create a liner. Okay, and last but not least, I'm going to use my Sisley Nude Lip Liner. Just line my lips lightly, give them a little bit of definition. Oh no, sorry, this is the Beige Naturel. I did not bring nude. Oh, I'm going to use this new Chanel lippy that I got. This is the Le Rouge Duo Ultra Tenue, and I have it in the color 69 Tender Beige. And this is that crazy lip product that doesn't move all day, but it doesn't feel like a liquid lipstick either. It's absolutely amazing. So it's like dual-ended, so you have the color on one side and then you have a clear gloss on the other. So what you're supposed to do is apply the color, and it has this doe foot applicator. It has a little bit of like a vanilla scent. All right, so after you've applied this, you're supposed to wait for it to set. And once it's set, it's gonna feel really sticky on the lips. It's not gonna feel like it's dried down completely. So I'm just gonna wait here about a minute or so. Okay, so I think it's pretty much set down and it feels like very sticky. So at this point, you wanna put the gloss on, which is this other side. And I couldn't believe it. They said, put the gloss on after, and I thought, well, isn't the gloss just gonna make it then movable, then transferable? And they said, no, this is what actually like kind of sets it down. Okay, and so now this gloss like sets it down, but it also is what makes it feel comfortable, and it takes the stickiness away. And I swear to you, my lipstick will not move all day. In fact, I think when I get back home, I'm gonna do like a Q&A mukbang, maybe a live stream with this or something. I'm gonna put it on the beginning. We're gonna eat together. We're gonna eat something really greasy and really oily, and you guys are gonna see for yourselves that this doesn't move. It's absolutely amazing. And this is not a new product. You guys are all probably sitting out there like nodding your heads like, yes, Michelle, yes, we've all tried this. We all know how amazing it is. We're glad that you have finally joined the party. I know, I'm very late to this party, but I'm just, yeah, I'm really over the moon with this lip product. But that is about it. And if you guys would be interested in seeing like what I brought on this trip and what I thought was a good thing to pack and what I thought was not a good thing to pack, like a video I would do once I got home, let me know down below in the comment section. I would love to do that, because I feel like despite all the trips I've taken, I still don't have like my makeup bag down. And that's probably because I travel for many different reasons, and I travel to many different climates, and it always, I don't know, my needs or my wants always seems to change. But anyway, we could at least talk about this trip. So subscribe down below if you haven't already. I'm gonna try and do another live stream this week, so you'll probably see this video either right before or right after. maybe right after this. Yeah, you may see the live stream after this. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well, and I will be back home soon to kind of get back onto my regular filming schedule, but I hope you guys have been entertained so far while I've been away. So I will see you guys very, very soon in my next video.